Hello, everybody. My name is Carissa. I'm the Senior Recruitment Coordinator for Wilfrid Laurier University, and I'm very excited to introduce you to our wonderful panel from our history program at our Brantford campus here at Wilfrid Laurier. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves, starting with Dr. Han.
Hello, my name is Dr. Christina Han. I've been teaching at Laurier Brantford for 9 years already. Currently, I'm serving as the program coordinator for the history program.
I guess we'll go next. I'm Max. I'm in my last year in the history program as a major. And yeah, that's about it.
I'm Tyler, and I'm in my last year of the history program.
Hey, thank you. We're so excited that you're joining us tonight. So jumping right into questions to learn a little bit more about the program. I'll give each of you a chance to be able to speak to what really the program is about and what are some of the unique features. So starting with you, Dr. Han, if you want to tell us a little bit about the history program and specifically at our Brantford campus, and what are some of the unique features as part of that program?
I think the history program at Laurier Brantford is just perfect for those who are looking for personal and hands-on education in history. We are a very close-knit community. We have small classes, excellent community spirit. We also offer our public history minor program, which is not offered at the Waterloo campus. We also have lots and lots of internship and volunteer opportunity for history students. So it's really great for those who are looking for a career in public history, career in museums and archives and libraries. We have very successful graduates who have gone into academic as well as education and law. And some of them have won government scholarships and awards, and we are very, very proud of our graduates too. We also offer a lot of excellent undergraduate research opportunities, again, which are not offered at the Waterloo campus. So come to Laurier Brantford, study history. We are totally awesome here.
Well, passing it over to our students, Max, I'll start with you, but I'll ask both of you to answer. Why did you choose the history program, and then specifically at our Brantford campus, and what are some of your favorite classes that you've taken so far?
It's more like Brantford chose me. I took a gap year after I graduated from high school, and I think I had originally applied for the Waterloo campus, but my acceptance said Brantford. And I looked into it a little and I decided to come here, even though I'm not originally from this side of Toronto, but I took a chance and I showed up, and I've been really enjoying it. The classes are nice. They're interesting because they're really small exercises. Even for the first year level, you're not going to get more than like 30, 40 people. And you really get to know your professors one-on-one, what their specialties and interests are as a historian and as a person. And I've really enjoyed the super supportive and communicative atmosphere here.
Yeah, kind of unlike Max, I consciously chose Brantford and history at Brantford. I had some family already going to Laurier Brantford, and history, kind of grade 12 history, was kind of my thing, kind of the thing I like to say I was good at. So I chose that, and I fell in love with it right away. I was hesitant at first, just the whole university experience, but kind of echoing what Max said, the whole environment with small classes, get to know your profs. It really just kind of is a good experience. And especially Christina kind of mentioned like public history. And so in my 4 years, I've done a lot of that. I'm currently doing an undergraduate research project under Dr. Tara Brookfield. And in my second year, this is also probably my favorite class. Big shout out to Dr. Han, Memory Monuments and Museums. We got very involved with local history, made a museum exhibit.
Yeah, I was in that course too. It was tough. It was a lot of group projects, but
I'm sorry.
We learned so much. We learned so much. It was probably some of the best experiential learning I've done here so far.
But I had a nice group of students. I knew they could do it. Yes, and they all pulled it together. So extremely proud of them.
Well, that's awesome. And it actually leads really well into my next question, because I will start with the students then from there, is the idea of like, what are those interactions like between students and faculty, especially within this program at Otto Brantford campus? So Tyler, if you want to start, we'll jump over then afterwards to Max, just what those experiences have been, and then to you, Dr. Hahn.
I feel because of the small campus and the small classes, your interactions are a lot different than they would be in any other university experience, because there's still obviously like a professional professor student relationship, but the fact that your professor knows you and can call on you by name, it sounds kind of cheesy, but it really enhances your ability to learn when the person who's teaching you remembers who you are. And if they remember who you are, they're going to care at least a little bit. Most of the time, it's a lot of it about your success, and it makes for a really good experience.
Absolutely. I've been blown away time and time again by just how amazingly supportive this faculty has been, because I came into university as a person with mental health challenges, and everybody's just been super behind me when I have places that trip me up. And every single person I've talked to has just been really invested in my success. And it's really helped me blossom just as a human being.
For me, prior to coming to Laurier Brantford, I taught at the University of Toronto for 2 years. And of course, it's a huge university, large class sizes. And coming to Laurier Brantford was a life transforming experience for me as a teacher. I got to know all my students really well. I know what they're allergic to when it comes to food. I know how they take their coffee and tea. So we really got to know each other at a very personal level, which really challenged me as a professor, as a teacher. So because I know my students really well, and I also know their interests well, I tend to kind of cater my content to fit their own interests. And that's what not just me, but all the history professors at Laurier Brantford have been doing. And we are very proud of our students, and we are really involved in their successes. So it's been a wonderful experience teaching here at Laurier Brantford.
Awesome. My next question is for the students, and Max, I'll start with you and then move it over to Tyler. This is asking about some of the challenges that you faced as a first-year student. Maybe this included moving away from home for the first time, or learning at the university level, whatever those challenges, what you're comfortable with sharing, and how you really overcame those during your time.
For sure. I had barely ever heard of Brantford before my acceptance. And I maybe came here 2 or 3 times to look at apartments before I moved here full time, where I've been ever since. And it was hard. I came here knowing absolutely nobody, nothing about the town. Didn't really know much about university or what I was going to do, because I started as just a general arts student. And I had to learn how to ask for help. I definitely learned to put myself out there, make a good group of friends who were willing to help support me, especially some second-year students. Because of my gap year, we were about the same age, so they kind of helped guide me through that process. But also just realizing that it wasn't as scary as I was thinking it was going to be. Time management was a big issue, but that one is more practice than anything else.
Yeah, just kind of all the standard things. When I was in high school, they kind of scare you and say like, oh, university is insane and you have to do this many readings and this many assignments, and that kind of and those things aren't necessarily not true, but it's always easier than you think it's going to be. And I feel like just kind of adjusting to university life was definitely the big thing. And I feel like you get used to it quicker than you think you will. And I feel like the biggest challenge is just sticking out and like staying strong until you get used to how you're supposed to function and how you're supposed to get everything done. And the history program does a good job at assisting you with that. There we go, a little loop back self-promotion there.
Thank you. Well, and one of the things that we talk a lot about, and I've heard mention, is that those interactions, those opportunities to connect, meeting new people. And one of the ways that we really encourage students to do that is by either experiential learning opportunities or getting involved outside of the classroom. And one of the things that our history program at the Brantford campus is well known for is the History Students Association. I would love to hear more about those things. So I allow the students to jump in there and just kind of explain about those experiences. And then if Dr. Hahn, you want to kind of tie off if there's anything else to add.
Awesome. Mr. President, would you like to go first or?
Oh, wow. That was a big shout out. Yeah, I am the president of the History Students Association. Max is my faithful vice president. We and of course we're online this year, but we're still out here and we're still providing a good experience. So we just kind of we run events and like just try to make the connect with history students beyond the faculty. So we usually have a pretty good like dedicated core group of people, kind of like a little like, you know, just group of people. We do fun things. We're known on campus for doing just history. We used to do a lot of history movie nights when we were in person. We were known for our movie marathons. Max, do you have anything to say about us more than that, perhaps more eloquently?
Yeah, for sure. I was on the periphery of this club for my first like 2 years. Like I was aware of it. I'd pop in and out occasionally, but once I started going more and more and getting to know, I guess, the usual suspects, it actually made my history classes a lot more enjoyable because I knew who my fellow history majors were a lot better. And I've just really enjoyed basically just hanging out and dorking out with people who have the same interests because we're in the same academic environment. So we can make those dorky history jokes and play bad trivia bingo and have just a good time.
And anything to add, Dr. Hahn?
As you could see from this interview or video, we are a really loving and friendly and welcoming community. But to get serious, we take great pride in our program, in our course offerings. I'm an Asian historian, so I do offer courses on a number of different subjects, including East Asian pop culture, of course, covering modern and pre-modern Asia. We also have a lot of public historians in our program. So I am a curator, also working at the Royal Ontario Museum as a curatorial consultant for over 15, 16 years now. So I have also helped my students to find internship and volunteer opportunities at various museums in town, but also in cities like Toronto. So we are here for you. Come join us. We are all ready to support you, our lovely program. And yeah, like we really look forward to getting to know you. Come to Brantford, hang out with us when the weather is nice. Prior to COVID, I invited all our students and faculty to my house because I live very close to campus. We did barbecue. Yeah, we are one big happy family. So come join us here at Laurier Brantford History Program.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for your wonderful advice, your expertise, your stories. It was wonderful to see you connected and share about your experiences in the program. And we hope that you who've been able to watch have learned a lot about our history program at our Brantford campus. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.